There have been several highlights from the India versus England Leeds Test, but one of them has caught everyone's attention, and that is the heavy underutilization of Shardul Thakur here. Whether that turns out to be a mistake on the part of Shubman Gill, well, that remains to be seen. But if we talk about England's first innings, England's batting innings, India delivered a total of 100.4 overs, and guess what? Out of them, Shardul Thakur was given just 2 spells of 3 overs each, and it is shocking to say the least. But has that always been the case with Shardul Thakur, that in whatever handful of chances that he has played Test cricket for India, has he been underutilized like this way only? Well, numbers suggest something else. You talk about the stark difference, and here it is. For Shardul Thakur, the maximum overs that he has delivered in a Test innings, it is 24, and that he did in the Brisbane Test between India and Australia, the famous Gabba win for India in 2021. And if we talk about the average over per innings for Shardul Thakur, well, he can actually go up to 13 in that case. So for the number like 24, Shardul Thakur clearly has the ability to deliver that much or even more than that. But on days when the other bowlers are really doing well, the first or the second choice bowlers, then Shardul Thakur can pretty much be kept to about 10 to 15 odd overs, which is still a good job for someone who is a fourth seamer for India in overseas conditions. Well, moving on, now let's just see the numbers of Shardul Thakur before the Leeds Test and now in the Leeds Test against England. Before, let's just talk about the 11 matches that he was part of as far as the Indian team is concerned. In that particular case, 84 overs, they were being bowled by the other bowlers, and for Shardul Thakur, he delivered the remaining 16% of them, which is another great job by someone who is actually a third or a fourth seamer in overseas conditions. But then in the Leeds Test, it has completely been an upside down thing for Shardul Thakur. Of the 100.6 overs that India delivered, he was given just 6% of the overs, and that has turned out to be a massive surprise for Shardul Thakur in that case, and even for the Indian cricket fans too, because when you know that Siraj and Prasidh Krishna, they weren't really going all guns blazing, they were struggling a lot, and that's when Shardul Thakur could have really been used. But what about the number of wickets that Thakur has taken in all the overseas tests that he has played for India? Well, in the 11 test matches minus the Leeds Test, total wickets by India bowlers 187, taken by Shardul Thakur 31, and that is 17% of the total wickets that were taken by all Indian bowlers, and that is still a good mark here for Shardul Thakur. He's done the job for India, but for some reason he wasn't really given the chance in the Leeds Test. But now whether that turns out to be a mistake on the part of Shubman Gill or not, well, that remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, that day 5 promises to be an absolute cracker in the Leeds Test, and it could once again be the Indian bowlers who can actually get the job done for them, led by Jasprit Bumrah. But will Shardul Thakur be used more by Gill here? Well, you can let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world.